Hi everyone, Scott Weaver with Air Gunner Review. So today we're going to go over this Air Venturi. This is the carbon fiber tank. It can hold 4,500 psi and it's rated with an output of 2,900 psi. Well, right off the bat, what do I think about this tank? I give it the thumbs down, to be honest with you. At least mine, because the most it fills my guns up. I've got two. I have the Benjamin Marauder and I have the Bull Boss air rifle, and both of them on a good day it'll pump up to 2,700 psi. Never have hit 29, and sometimes it only fills to 25 or 2,600 psi. So that's the most I get out of it, and which means that to top off, if you really want to get the amount of shots, you have to top it off using a hand pump anyway. So for that reason alone, I would say it really isn't worth it. If you read some of the reviews, also on like Pyramid Air, you'll also find the same thing with it. But there's also a couple of other little things I don't like about it. For one thing, the top screw right here, okay, this is to open and close it, and it's reversed, which is a little weird. You have to turn it clockwise to open it, and then counterclockwise to shut it down. That I find a little weird. You really have to look at it, because your natural instinct would be, when you're filling your gun, it would be to turn it counterclockwise, like most things. But on this one, they have it reversed. So that's number one. The second thing that's kind of cheap about this is it has a very small brass bolt in here coming into the tank. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyhow, it's very small, and it is brass. And then in here they have another little, I think it's an Allen wrench or set screw in here, and that's what holds this in. Well, I found that this has loosened up on me, and it's probably loosened up more because of the constant turning, opening and closing, and being a small brass bolt like that. It's soft, so it does strip. So I have to constantly move it over. I can't say constantly, but I've had to do it a couple of times now and tighten that set screw up. So the combination of having to turn it the opposite way. Now maybe Scuba Tank does the same thing, I don't know. But I just don't like the fact that when you open it, you're actually turning it the opposite direction, in my opinion. And the small bolt, now you can see on here, this bolt right here, if you could see it, I don't know if you can, but it's much thicker, much heavier than this one. But this one is the one that opens and closes for the air, and I would think that one should be the one that's beefed up. So other than that, I've had it filled several times. I haven't had any problems with that. But one of the biggest reasons you buy one of these is so you don't have to use a hand pump. And if you're only getting between 25 and 2,700 psi, and it's not filling to the 2,900. I mean, even if it went close to 2,800, I would say, okay, that's acceptable, because they do say that sometimes they don't go as high, but I think there's, I don't remember what it said in there, maybe like a 3% difference or whatever. But in this case, 2,500 to 2,700 is unacceptable, not for the price of what these cost. So it's nice, it's portable. But I would kind of shy away if I were you. I probably shouldn't have kept it. I did. It does come in handy, but more on my Benjamin Marauder, where I don't have to pump it up as high, and I still get some shots out of it. But unfortunately now, what I do is after I shoot 10 shots, then I'll fill it. So I'm not getting my full 20 shots out of it before I fill it back up, just because the gun gets too weak. Anyhow. This is the Air Venturi again, and just giving you the heads up on it. Thanks for watching. Take care.